My friends, before we begin, allow me a small request. If you value wisdom that is carved from the struggles of those who came before us, take a brief moment to subscribe, to press like, and to leave even a single word in the comments. This simple act helps spread these timeless lessons to countless others wandering blindly into the market's storm, and it shows me that the effort of sharing this knowledge is not in vain. Now, let us begin. If you are drawn to the intoxicating call of the financial markets, seeking freedom, fortune, or perhaps the thrill of speculation, then you must prepare to face a brutal truth. The market has no mercy. More than 90% who set foot here will lose. They lose not only money, but also faith, dignity, and in many cases the will to try again. The market is not a friendly teacher. It is a battlefield. It strips away illusions, exposes arrogance, and magnifies every weakness you carry inside. It does not care about your dreams. It does not bend to your hopes. But, for the rare few who approach it with respect and discipline, the market can become the most extraordinary teacher, granting not only survival but mastery. Jesse Livermore, often called the Great Bear of Wall Street, understood this better than most. He built fortunes of unimaginable size, and lost them too. In 1907, while the market collapsed and panic reigned, Livermore stood firm. He read the signs, sold short, and profited when others fell into ruin. Again, in 1929, when the Great Depression began, he earned one of the greatest fortunes ever seen by any trader. And yet, despite these triumphs, Livermore would also taste devastating losses. Why? Because even legends are human, and discipline is not a battle you win. Once it is a war you fight every single day. That is why I will not sell you illusions of quick riches. The principles I share are not glamorous, but they are iron laws, tested by time and written in the lives of those who came before us. Ignore them, and you will join the 90%. Respect them, and you may one day walk the path of the 10% who endure. Your greatest capital at the start is not money, it is your mind. Even if you begin with a small account, discipline and clarity can make it grow. But if you lack self-control, even a fortune will evaporate. Hope, fear, greed, these three will attack you every day. Unless you conquer them, they will conquer you. The first task of the beginner is not trading, but observing. Many rush into the market, eager to do something. But the wise know that action without understanding is destruction. Instead, watch. Watch the market's language, the rise and fall of prices, the rhythm of volume, the subtle signals of supply and demand. Treat it as an apprenticeship. In silence and patience, you will learn truths no book or guru can fully teach you. And above all, never forget this supreme law. The trend rules all. Livermore himself lived by it. No stock, no theory, no whisper can withstand the tide of the general market. To fight the trend is not courage but folly. Align with the current. If the tide rises, rise with it. If it falls, step aside or follow its flow. Swimming against the market is like challenging gravity. It will always break you. Patience, my friends, is rarer than gold. The market does not reward constant activity. It rewards disciplined inactivity, the art of waiting. The great money is not made in jumping at every opportunity, but in sitting tight when conditions are right. Livermore famously said, "It was never my thinking that made the big money. It was always my sitting." Do not exhaust yourself chasing shadows. Instead, wait for the moment when the market itself screams, "Now!" That is when you strike. But patience without protection is nothing. Above all else, preserve your capital. Your money is your ammunition, your lifeline. Once it is gone, the game is over. Too many beginners treat their first account like a ticket to a casino, burning it in search of quick wins. This is fatal. Your first goal is not to make money, it is to avoid losing it. Protect every dollar as though your future depends on it, because it does. Losses are inevitable, but catastrophic losses are not. They are born from pride and denial. The beginner must learn the merciless discipline of cutting losses quickly. If a trade turns against you, admit it. Do not wait. Do not hope. Do not average down, throwing good money after bad. That path has buried countless traders. Take the small loss as tuition, pay it, and move on. Here lies the greatest truth. The market is not your true enemy. You are. Hope will blind you to danger. Fear will paralyze you at the moment of decision. Greed will tempt you to break your rules. These emotions are predators, and they hunt every trader who enters unprepared. The only way to survive is to master yourself. Trade with the detachment of a surgeon, calm, precise, guided not by emotions, but by rules carved in discipline. Every mistake you make, every painful loss, carries a lesson. The market punishes, yes, but it also teaches. If you are humble enough to study your errors, to write them down, to dissect them without excuses, you will transform losses into wisdom. Ask yourself, did I ignore the trend? Did I break my rules? Did greed or fear guide me? The beginner who learns this habit of reflection grows faster than the one who chases profit blindly. Trading, my friends, is not gambling. It is not luck. It is a craft, a profession. It is built on principles older than any modern charting tool. Preserve capital, follow the trend, cut losses, wait with patience, master your emotions, learn relentlessly. These are not glamorous slogans. They are the very foundation of survival. Without them, you will perish. With them, you will endure. The journey from novice to professional is long, arduous, and often lonely. It demands patience when your heart screams for action. It demands discipline when your pride urges you to bend the rules. But for those who endure, who make these principles part of their very being, there is transformation. You will no longer be a gambler tossed by waves, but a navigator, steering with the current, understanding the tide, and seizing the rare opportunities that others cannot see. And this is the deeper reward. Not merely wealth, but mastery. Mastery over the market. Yes, but even more, mastery over yourself. To remain calm when the world panics. To act with clarity when others are blinded by greed. To treat every loss not as defeat, but as education. That is the rare prize the market offers to those who endure. So once again I ask you, if these lessons speak to you, subscribe, press like, and write in the comments. Not only will you help others find the path, you will remind me that sharing these truths has meaning, but more importantly, live these principles. Guard your capital, respect the trend, cut losses swiftly, embrace patience, master yourself. Do this, and you will not only survive, you may one day stand where Jesse Livermore once stood, reading the market's language, flowing with its tides, and seizing fortunes while others are swept away.